Hello, and welcome back to another one of my Let's Plays of a Lemmings level pack after quite some time. So, I've decided for this level pack that I'll be LPing Integral Lemmings, and this is a pack by 10xdx. So I really love the username of the member here, and I also love the name of the level pack as well, the integral, simply referring to an operation that you find in calculus. It is actually the opposite of differentiation, or taking the derivative of a function. Um, so the reason for the taking a break from LPing for the last couple of days was just because I got swamped with some things, and also I guess the best way I can put it was I was kind of suffering in a way from PTSD from LPing my last level pack, which was Ski Sloping Lemmings by Grams88. Um, I'm really sorry to put it very harshly and everything, but yeah, honestly, I did not enjoy that pack at all. Um, and if you watch my entire LP on that pack, yeah, my rage just slowly kept rising as the LP kept going further and further, and it eventually peaked at one video where I really went on the full blowout rage, and yeah, I'm definitely not proud of it, but honestly, I still feel that the original still has to be uploaded, so therefore I still upload that video anyway, and it's just to basically show other people what really happens during an LP and everything. Many things can happen. Sometimes, um, things go well, but other times, yeah, you just start losing it, and then eventually what happens is that you just go on a full-on rage, and things like that happen. But well, the past is the past, and I eventually did get through it after some struggling, yeah, in the later ranks. But yes, quite honestly, I did not enjoy the pack at all, and so because of that, I needed to take some time off. And also, yeah, there's also been another member who I've kind of warned about not tinkering with other people's levels without asking them for permission first. It was just in regards to a super lemon conversion that I did for the PSP pack. Yeah, he's already been warned a couple of times about that. So yeah, hopefully he did see it, and it doesn't happen again. But if it does, if I do see it again, then well, there will be some actions that I'll be taking. Um, yeah, possibly maybe even getting some admins involved, but hopefully it doesn't get to that. But anyway, that's not the whole point of this video. It's all about Integral Lemmings. So Integral Lemmings is pretty much the first pack by 10xdx. It was pretty much his first foray into low pack making, and yeah, basically from what I've seen in the low pack release topic, it seems to be very well received, despite just being his first pack. Although there were some things that that he didn't, I guess, 10x didn't quite realize at the time, maybe such as unnecessary time limits, and maybe I'm guessing he did avoid some of the general dislikes type of lows, such as builder fests and some other things, yeah, that the community has come to not like so much. But yes, from what I heard, this pack was had a pretty good reception, and I do believe there is a level later in this pack that ended up winning one of the low of the year contests. So I'm guessing I will see it later. I don't exactly remember the title at the moment, but I think I will know once I get to it, though. But anyway, so in Integral Lemmings, there are two rankings. Epsilon is the first one, and then the second ranking is Delta. So pretty much, if you are familiar with the what do you call it? The formal definition of a limit in calculus, yeah, it basically involves epsilon and delta. I'm not too familiar with it, but I do know for a fact that it's pretty much like you can pretend that it's some kind of guessing game where yeah, okay, I'm going to give you this number, and so can you find me a suitable delta so that the limit falls within this range and stuff like that, because that's exactly what the formal definition of limit in calculus involves. Yeah, it's it's basically saying that no matter what epsilon you give me, uh, can you give me a suitable delta? Yeah, in order to make the range fall within the limit. If you want to form a definition, just look it up. Yeah. Um, but anyway, yes. I've already completed a couple of 10x's packs. Yeah, the most recent one being Lemon Runner, which was quite a difficult pack, and after a lot of struggling, I finally got through it. And also, I've also finished his Renaissance Lemmings, and actually Lemon Runner. Another note on that is that it's actually by both 10x and his brother Dexter. Yeah, Renaissance, I believe, is just simply it's mostly 10x's work. Though I believe the graphics are his brother's Dexter's work there. I don't quite remember though. And I also done Chalkboard Lemmings, but that one's just a very short demo, just showcasing the style. And I believe that's all the packs that I've done that are by 10x. So I pretty much have this pack and also All Hallows Eve that I still need to do. Yeah, All Hallows Eve, I may wait on that until maybe close to Halloween, or possibly even a bit after that. Just because I want to kind of like give a bit of spacing between packs by the same author that I do. I generally give at least 2 to 3 months before I LP another pack by the same author. And so, yeah, I will likely just wait until a bit after Halloween, but I'm not exactly sure yet. I kind of haven't decided when I would do when I'm going to be doing All Hallows Eve. But well, just be on the lookout for when I start LP at that. Yeah, via the videos that I upload or via the videos I upload. But yes, so pretty much 10 levels in each rank. So that means 20 levels total. So because of that, yeah, this pack is much smaller than the previous level pack that I finished, which was 76 levels. Yeah, originally 80. But it has been cut down to 76 levels after Grams 88 removed one level from each of the 4 ranks. But yes, for my next pack of Integral Lemmings, I decided to go for a much smaller one. Just because I was kind of exhausted from the previous LP. Yeah, and just wasn't really myself. Yeah, during and after the LP was finished. And but other than that, yeah, I've also been busy with my personal life as well. In particular, yeah, I've just been recently contacted by my cousin who has a friend who is a teacher who kind of like helped hook me up with a teaching job. So I just got a phone interview via Google Meet earlier today, and I think from the sound of it, it went pretty well. So I think right now I'm just simply waiting for the hiring paperwork. And so if all goes well, and I do hear back shortly after, yeah, I may start working again after more than 1.5 years. Yeah, starting next week or something like that. So here's hoping, and I definitely do hope I'll be working very soon because I've been wanting to get back to work ever since. Yeah, I came back from my vacation in Vietnam last year, but I've been out of a job due to the pandemic. But anyway, yes. So Indigo Lemmings, yeah, is a little pack now. I'll be LPing here, and I believe I said all there is to say about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the Let's Play now. So, first level is Epsilon 1, Unconventional Techniques. 30 Lemmings, 29 to be saved here. Alrighty, so let's see what we are up against here. Ooh, so 5 skill types. 3 where we have 1 to something, and then 2 bashers and 5 builders. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have 3 one-way walls here, but we only had 2 bashers. So that already seems to be a problem already. Yeah, and we can't really get up here. Yeah, due to this piece of terrain that's in the way. Oh boy. However, I believe we can keep a basher going, yeah, via some builders. It might be possible, actually. Although, once we do that, I wonder how are they going to get past the last wall here? And here, yeah, we can either bash through or use a builder. here we have a gap that we need to build over, though. Hmm. So we use a builder here and another one here. At least 3 builders left. Okay, and we're only allowed to lose 1 here as well. Is it actually possible to build over this gap, though? Well, let's see. Oh, that's weird. Why is it playing this track? Okay, sorry about that. I just needed to check something in the editor, and it appears that the tracks are already... They were pretty much pre-assigned to the levels. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I thought it was just simply play the default. Yeah, the default music rotation. And so, yes, I just wanted to check to see what was up with that. And so, no, nothing wrong with the music at all. But anyway, the level itself. Let's see. Yeah, we can certainly build over this, right? Yeah, we certainly can. So we're gonna go ahead and send a climber up. Let's go ahead and build over this gap. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, and then once we get to here... Yeah, he's definitely gonna hit his head. That's the only problem. So it appears that this will indeed be an unconventional method. But... yeah, if I start building up here... Yeah, and if I dig down here, essentially going to be trapped except for bashing through these one-way walls. Let's see. Yeah, if I dig down here, then I don't have anything to dig under. Yeah, really the only way to go is through up here, it appears. And it pretty much all it just involves is just like building up, doesn't it? Yeah, but then we get to up here. And we only have 1 climber to boot. Yeah, and then he still wouldn't be able to make it through, yeah, even after digging. Yeah, then he hits his head. That's pretty interesting. So the hardest part is certainly seems to be around this area here. Yeah, if we do this, can he get through? Yeah, he can get through the one-way wall, a little bit of it. Okay, but I don't think it really matters how low he gets, though. Yeah, either way, he's just gonna keep hitting his head. Yeah, this is one-way wall, that's the problem there. Wow! It's only the first level and I'm already stumped. Yeah, I mean, if I build over that... Although, couldn't we just use the Dolly Dimple trick here? Yeah, we certainly could. Then, yeah, this will take the remaining 2 builders. And then, this is a long way to drop. Yeah, so that unfortunately is a problem. Yeah, I just already took 2 more builders. So I'm wondering if we could just simply do that. Yeah, and then we... let's go ahead and use a basher here. Yes, I know lemmings are dying to the master, but I just wanted to try something here. Okay, then we can set a floater down. Ah, we just dig down here. And then we can bash them out later. Ah, I see. Yes, I see now. Yeah, I see. Yes, I think I see how now. So, let's go ahead and bash with the second lemming here, while setting up a climber. Oh, maybe that's not what I wanted though. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, is he gonna be able to? Yes! He'll be able to step back out. Alrighty, let's go ahead and max out the release rate now. Oh no, no, the climber did not make it through there. Okay, what about sending him up as a climber? Then maybe start bashing with the third lemming or something. Nope. Okay, next one done. There we go. I think this will work now. Oh, that's right. The climber can get back out. Although, I wonder if I maxed it out a little too early here. Yep, I maxed out the release rate too early. Okay. No. So I think I had it correct. No. I think I already had it correct. So, I want to dig in such a way so that nobody slips out of the digger tunnel. Okay, now, will the climber be able to make it back? Yes! Just barely, but he makes it. Alrighty, and then we're going to go ahead and use the Dolly Dimple trick here. Let's just start the builder staircase. Yeah, and the climber unfortunately goes to the master trap there. Alrighty. Perfect. Everyone's going to be contained in there. Okay, give him a floater. Now we build so that he turns around. Okay, and then finally bash the crowd out. Very, very nice level. I really like this one. This is a really good level. A very good first level to start off the pack too. Nice job here, 10x. Alrighty, Epsilon 2, what lems beneath? 40 lemmings 30 to be saved. Ooh, can lose up to 10 here. That's pretty interesting. So we either have 6 or something or 1 or something. And we also have a lock release rate. Okay. Okay, so it appears that the biggest problem is getting everybody down safely. Hmm. Um. Truthfully, I think I could see maybe like bombing through and then like building all the way across. But then again, wouldn't that be too high? Yeah, I feel like that will result in the staircase being too high for them. Yeah, and there isn't really like an easy way to turn everyone around. Though I'm wondering if it might be possible to like bomb at the edge here. Oops. It's not bad. Let's try blocking right behind them. Okay, he barely makes it over with 2 builders, but he does make it through. Okay, let's have him float down. Block here. We do have a basher though. I wonder what that basher is used for. Oh, it might be used for down here actually. Yeah, because if I start building, yeah, I just had 2 builders to get them down safely. Well, technically just 1, since build over the exit, build over here, and then build over here. Yeah, then only have 1 builder to get them down safely, which is definitely not enough. So that might not be the way to go, actually. So what if we just bombed and then as a matter of fact, let's try to build over this bomber hole that we made. Oops. Yeah, naturally they're already falling in there. I think they'll still fall into the flame though. Yeah, they're still gonna fall into the flame there. Yeah, so it seems to just be making that splat form. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe it doesn't really matter there. Yeah, because I think we could just simply start bashing through here. I don't like how there's only 3 builders left though. So maybe this isn't exactly intended. Yeah, we can get them down safely now. Let's just see. Wait, how are they splatting? Oh, these guys don't fall onto the builder staircase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it takes 5 builders. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Wait a minute. This might be pretty clever, actually. Maybe let's try blocking with the next one. Yeah, and then a lot of this is time skipping. Okay, and then let's try. Yeah, I think we could just simply bomb him. Whoops. Wow, just barely makes it, but 5 builders is enough though. And then we can just simply block here. Unfortunately, some get through. Oh! They can't survive that. Okay, that is a problem. Okay, that's pretty fascinating then. But we can bomb here. Oh no, we can even bomb down here. Yeah, so we would just need to get lower. Okay, but unfortunately, I think this is splat height though. Yeah, which means we would need all 6 builders to get across. Okay, so we can't even spend a builder there. Okay then. I wonder if there's a reason for these 6 blockers. So, I am wondering if we can just apply it at the edge. Aha! looks like this reduction in height is just enough. Oh yeah, there's like 1 or 2 pixels of leeway there. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's not exactly intended, since I do have some leftover skills. And I managed to save 6 over the requirement there. Okay. Quite a decent level there. Oh wow. Epsilon 3, a different kind of problem. 80 Lemmings AD to be saved. So I see 3 entrances and a lot of exits. 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11 exits. Oh wow. Ooh, no floaters. So that means the 2 entrances on the right both need help on the entrance on the left. Alrighty, We have 14 builders, though. Okay, probably need to, like, mine here or something. So let's go ahead and max out the release rate here. Alright, I wonder if he can get down safely. I think he can. Oh yeah. I think I'm going to try releasing this crowd from the right side. Okay, so this load just seems to be a complete breather then. Oops, I misclicked. Okay, and then we just break through the staircases, and that's already it. Yep, definitely a complete breeder. Oh! One more entrance! Oh, no wonder. Okay, maybe not a complete breeder. Okay, that's what I get for, not, scrolling all the way. Yeah, and for me mistaking that there's only 3 entrances when there's actually 4. Okay. That definitely changes things here. So that means they could probably just be released on the right side of this crowd. Ooh, I could definitely see this crowd being the hardest to rescue. Yeah, because we need plenty of builders here. Okay, so let's say if I want to undo all that there. So let's go ahead and build over that. Well, actually, hold on. No. Maybe instead of using a builder, we could just mine underneath the exit here. Yeah, because let's try and save our builders wherever possible. Actually, I might have to do work simultaneously. go ahead and mine. Now we would exit there. Okay, perfect. Alrighty, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing here. Let me see. Do we want to mine underneath and then bash? Yeah, you know what? Let's just try it and. And actually, it might just require 3 builders anyway. Oops. Bash. Then build. As a matter of fact, it might have been better to like build up here instead. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead, mine it and bash to cancel. And then let's go ahead and bash through here. Alright, and let's build. Build again. Okay, now he should be. Yep. Now he can make it through with just 2 builders. No, don't turn around. Okay, so far so good, I think. Okay, here, I don't know. 1 does not seem to be enough, though. But let's go ahead and test it. Oh, it is enough. Okay, and then we have to build over this. There's no way around it. Okay, this is not looking good, actually. Okay, can we actually make it up with just 3 builders? Something tells me that we won't be able to, but let's try it though. Nope. Oh, maybe it is enough. Alrighty, we actually made it. And then where's for this? Hopefully that was the right timing there. Ah, perfect. Yeah, there was like 1 pixel leeway there. Okay, So not a complete breeder, but quite a decent one there. It just seems to be all about, yeah, just basically going underneath the trigger for every exit you get to. Anyway, Epsilon 4. Do I have to do everything? 25 lemmings, 23 to be saved here. Okay, so pretty minimal skill set except for the builders where we have 8 of them. Oh yes, and I've been forgetting to mention, but notice that the soundtrack that I'm using is the Genesis. Yeah, I'm using the Genesis version of the tracks here. Yeah, in the previous pack I used the Canadian PC version. Now I switched to the Genesis for this pack. So let's see. Obviously we need to build over the gaps here. Ooh, and we have an exit down there. Oh, looks like it's just going over and then maybe bashing over here. Oh, and we already had this soundtrack again. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, so let's just use a blocker to hold them back. Then we have this here. So we might even be able to use a builder instead. Try bombing the blocker, and then let's try digging down here. Yeah, I haven't exactly got the solution all planned out, but just trying things here. Oh good, they released them at just the right time. Yeah, let's go ahead and send up a climber. Then, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and build to stop him. Let's go ahead and send up another climber as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and build so that he turns around. Ooh, I don't like the fact that we're already running out of builders. Okay, let's go ahead and bash through here. Oh, so we do need 2 builders. Oh, but we need a bash to go through that. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, and that's enough. And then we have 1 builder left. Okay. So we actually have enough to use a builder to turn around. However, there's this problem right there. So it appears that we would need 2 bombers. Well, either that or we could probably just even use a builder until I start mining through that. No, we could even use a digger than a bomber. So, why don't we try that? Yeah, this should be enough now. Send up another climber now. Yes. Okay, and build. Oh, great. Now he's too close. Really? Maybe a builder is used to stop them there. Then again, we do have an extra builder, so I think we could just simply build a bit further back here. Oh wait, he's gonna climb out and die. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Yeah, they're both gonna climb out and die. Oh no, that's a problem. Okay, how about using a builder to contain them? Nope. No, that doesn't work. So maybe a blocker was correct. But then again, we could probably use a miner instead. Yeah, why don't we do that? Okay, I think this will work. Yep, more than enough. Okay, maybe this isn't exactly intended since I do have a floater left over. But I do not know. I will have to ask 10x here. Okay, and I think I'll go for this one to be my final level for the video. So, Epsilon 5. Send only the finest lemmings. For the lemmings 37 to be saved here. Okay, I see 2 entrances and an exit. Only 3 skill types here. Oh, we have 10 builders. Okay. I can certainly see, like going through that way. Okay, and we have a lock release right here. No, this would definitely not be enough to stop them. Let's go ahead and block here. And then let's go ahead and build here. Block behind them. Okay, so 2 builders here. And then, probably should have blocked here as well. Yeah, how about build over this blocker, block right here. Oh, but wait, I would need another blocker there. Not a problem. Oh, perfect. Okay, build here. I'm just wondering if we have enough builders for the end, though. Oops, misclick. No, we only have 1 builder left. Okay, and I already used a basher. Yeah, so that's not quite it there. Oh, maybe... Yeah, maybe I could also spare that builder. So, maybe if I... Yeah, move this blocker further out. Oh, but then again, hold on. I think here I will have to have the right amount of lemmings get through. Yeah, so I will have to bash him free. One, two. Yeah, so it's all about finding the right lemmings to like build over. I like the level idea here though. Wait, but then I would have a blocker here and a blocker there, and that's already 1 too many. Ow. Oh, but wait. Wait, I would know. So this itself already looks very familiar to control release from Lemmings Reunion. Block here and then block there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I believe that would be enough. Yeah, so it's all about just finding the right lemmings to block with. So maybe not block them right away, but oh wait, I think I know. So I think we just have to block right there. Yeah, then he can go ahead and bash. Let me see. How many lemmings do we need to turn around? 1, 2, 3. So here's 1. We'll just block here, and then we need another 2, another 3, 4. So we need 4 lemmings. Let me see. 4. So we need 3 more. Yeah, so you can go ahead and block here. Yep, and that basher would just keep on going until he releases the blocker. Okay, so let's go ahead and block here, and then block here. Perfect. Whoops. Alrighty, now this should be enough builders. Nice level here. Okay, he is going to hit his head, right? Yep, perfect. Then bash them free, and we're good. Alrighty, very, very nice level here. Part up here is very, very clever. Yeah, I would say these levels are deceivingly tough. Yeah, but that's not a bad thing. At least with me, they aren't. Because I love these kinds of levels. They're pretty much like the right kind of difficulty. Okay, and I'm certainly enjoying this pack a lot more than the previous pack that I LP'd. Alrighty, so I said that would be the last level for this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a cut here. So tune in next time for when I take on more of Integral Lemmings. I hope you enjoyed this first video at the LP at the pack, and I'll see you all next time.